What's up, guys? My name is Beast Mode, and it's been a while since I've posted a video for you guys, and I usually don't do that, and I usually notify you guys why that is when it does happen, and that's what this video is today. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a video of good news or anything, but I don't want this to be depressing. It's not depressing, but I guess it's sadder material, and the read's not as great, but I haven't posted a video for about a week, and before that it kind of been a little hazy on there too. Honestly, I haven't even touched my Xbox, haven't turned it on, haven't been playing Borderlands 2. I still need to pick up on that. Jeez, I need to play Darksiders 2. I really want to do a playthrough of Darksiders 2 as well, and Borderlands 2. Finish them both through before Black Ops comes out, because once that comes out, I'm going to be preoccupied with that for a long time. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of stuff for that, and you guys know that for sure, but I also want to get back to the original Black Ops 1 before Black Ops 2 comes out. The reason this video is a little bit on the downside for me, why it's sadder material personally for myself, is I had a couple deaths in my family over the past week. Some very important, close people to me. I shouldn't even say necessarily all people. I'll start off with the first. My dog Rocky passed away on, it would have been last Friday when I drove home from, no, it wouldn't have been Friday, it was on Tuesday, and this would have been last Tuesday, so it's been about 1 week since he passed away, and my mom called me, and that was like my dog. Rocky was a boxer. I'll try and put a picture somewhere in the video, so hopefully you guys can see, kind of get an idea what he looked like. And he was about to turn 12. It was actually his birthday on Sunday, so he was 5 days away from his birthday. And I hadn't seen him since I left to school, since I had come up to Kearney. And I know that maybe this sounds silly to some people, but people that have had a dog or are dog lovers, or even big dogs, you know that dogs become part of your family. They become, just, especially like when it's like my dog, like I was one, like I would talk to my dog, like, what's up, Rocky, how's it going, just like talking about stuff, pretend to talk for him, I'd commentate for my dog. That was so we'd have like conversations or whatnot. And I don't know, I was just very close to Rocky. He's somebody that I can always come home to, and he's always excited to see me, regardless of what type of day I've had, regardless of what I've done, or who's mad at me. You can always come home to your dog. They're always gonna like you. Even if you scold them, they're gonna come back to you about 5 minutes later, and they'll still wag your tail if you pet them. So he passed away 5 days before his birthday. I was actually heading home. I went home this last weekend here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so I would have been there for his birthday had he been there. And I kind of just wish I would have got back sooner, I guess, to have seen him. It had been a month since I'd seen him, essentially, and I was kind of bummed out about that, but it was his time to go. He honestly he went peacefully. He walked outside to go to the bathroom. We live in the country, and he walked out to one of his favorite spots in the tree. This is in the middle of the day. Laid underneath a tree that he laid under a lot, this place he commonly went, and he just kicked it there. It was only about 5 minutes before my dad let him out, and tried to find him to come let back in. One of my dogs came in, and Rocky was nowhere to be seen, and there he was under the tree. And that's sad, it's tough to deal with, but life goes on. And as if that that was kind of dampening my spirits, and I went home on Friday, and actually right before I left school here on Friday, I got a call from my mom, and she was crying, and my dad's dad, my grandpa, had passed away. And I know sometimes when you say to somebody, my grandpa passed away, you feel sympathy for somebody that says that, but it doesn't sound the same. It doesn't resonate the same as if somebody says, my mother passed away or my father passed away. Because, not to stereotype, everybody has different relationships with everybody, but for the most part, you don't always see your grandparents as much. Some people see them a lot, some people are not, but maybe they're not always like, the most iconic figures in your life. They're just, family, and that's not to say it's not sad. I'm not going to try and say that. I guess what I'm trying to say is my grandpa was very much an iconic person in my family on my dad's side, and with everybody he met. I mean, he was 80 years old, and he passed away on Friday. The funeral was actually on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. I ended up staying home for about a week because it was like pointless to drive back up to school, and I knew I was just gonna have to turn around, drive back, make an extra trip, and it would have tacked on about an extra 6 hours of driving. So I just decided to take 3 days off of school, and we went up to the funeral. And you know, for an 80-year-old guy, there was hundreds and hundreds of people there, you know, to see that. And that's not usually common with somebody of that age, just because a lot of your peers, a lot of your classmates, friends, family, a lot of people have passed away once you get to that age. But it was a testament to my grandpa. He was very important to me. My dad is one of 11 kids. My grandma and my grandpa. My grandma's still alive. They had 11 kids, so it's obviously a very big family. I have 24 cousins. Just on my dad's side, like direct cousins, like first cousins, and there's about 4 of those 11 kids who still have yet to have kids. So there's probably going to be some more. I can definitely see over 30 cousins within the next 8 years for sure. So it was a very large family. He impacted a lot of people, and you know, he really left a legacy. If you ever wanted to see a guy who loved God, who was the prime example of a Christian man, somebody who was a follower of Jesus Christ, my grandpa was that. Always happy, always positive, you know, regardless. But he was a tough guy. He was military. He was in Korea for 2 years. Just grew up on a farm. Grew up tough. He worked a lot. My parents, all my dad's brothers, they worked a lot. Like, he instilled hard work and ethic. That's something he believed in. And you know, he was tough on them like that, but very loving at the same time. And he instilled the right morals. And because he made those initial 11 grow up like that with those morals, it has then branched out, you know, into us grandchildren, us 24 as of right now. And it's all because of him, you know, because of what he started. And it's just crazy to think, you know, eventually I'm going to be married, I'm going to have my own kids, and I'll be, you know, I'm going to pass on those same things that my dad taught me, that his dad, my grandpa, had taught him. And so it really, when I think about his passing, what really comes to my mind is a legacy. And you know, he set the bar very high. It's just, you know, I can't say enough about him. And obviously in a video where I'm just talking to you guys have never met him before or seen him, I can't explain to you guys his life or his life story or why he was such a great guy, but you just need to take my word on it that, you know, everybody always says everybody's a great guy, but my grandpa, you know, was on that different level of, you know, I could try my whole life to live up to be the man that he was, to set the example, to be that role model to people, to affect so many people's lives the way he did. You know, I could try as hard as I can, and I'd still, my dad, how he phrased it was, you know, he'd still end up limboing underneath the bar, because there's no way I can just get to that. And it was sad. I'll admit I cried. Like, you know, I cried when my dog died, and you know, I choked up at the funeral when they played this video. It was a slideshow of my grandpa growing up, all these pictures, him meeting my grandma when he was little, having like all the kids, my dad and all them, and the grandkids. There's just, it was tough. And these songs that were with it were like happy songs, but they were like kind of sad at the same time. They were like those happy, sad songs, and it was hard to watch. Like, I choked up a little bit. We'd actually, I won't get into that. I'll drag the video on a little bit longer, but essentially I just wanted to let you guys know why I haven't even been home for one. So obviously I haven't been able to play Xbox, and I haven't had time to do any videos. And even if I really had time to do videos, probably wouldn't have wanted to. It's not like my life has changed and I'm like depressed or anything. It's just a sad time, you know, during this week. It's just been a very hard week for my family, and I've spent a lot of time with my family this last week. And I was just away from everything. I was away from Twitter, away from technology. I just really wasn't around anything much. And just figured I needed to let you guys know. And you know, I miss you, Grandpa, and I miss you, Rocky. I miss you both, definitely. Yeah. It was a sad week. But I just want to let you guys know I will be posting stuff again. I'll be back. I'm going to try and finish out Borderlands. I want to do that. I don't know how many people are actually going to be watching. I'd also like to start and finish Darksiders 2, because I really like that game. And I've been liking this whole playthrough thing, this playthrough feel, style, doing these playthroughs. It's a lot of fun for me. I also know, though, I realize that I need to post things alongside that. I can't just post Borderlands all at once or Darksiders all at once. So what I'm going to try and do is, before Black Ops 2 comes out, is finish Borderlands, finish Darksiders 2, hopefully. That might be tough to get that out. And I'm also going to try and somehow find time to play a little bit more Modern Warfare 3, maybe for like the next 2 weeks or so. But with about 2 to 3 weeks before Black Ops 2 comes out, I really want to focus back in on Black Ops 1 and get back to throw in thy tomahawk and feeling a little bit more accurate with that. Hopefully can dust off most of the rust before Black Ops 2 hits on November 13th. So just want to let you guys know, fill you in on my life. I hope you guys have had a good week. My absence is over. So it's been My Name is Beast Mode, guys, as always. I hope you guys make it a great day. Just have a positive attitude, you know. It's definitely important. There's a lot in life to be thankful for. So I'm going to end on that one, and see you guys later.